So I stood in the same spot as the end of the last video, but I fast-forwarded time a bit. We played the Song of Double Time because we're not supposed to leave the ranch, but we have to wait till 2 a.m. There's no other real fancy way to wait besides that, so we skipped to 6 p.m., and then I stood around and thought about my life a little bit. I have a cool sword. Epona has been whinnying incessantly in the background. But we're just killing time till 2 o'clock. We also haven't slowed down time yet, so that it will pass as quickly as possible. You'll notice our new friend, Romani, is nowhere to be found because apparently she has a bedtime or some such. And that balloon is still popped, because I popped it. And there's the moon. It's wonderful. Probably a little early for picking that up, but it's okay. We did need a few arrows. Now, the one thing you'll notice is since we've become friends and we have Epona's song, this gate is no longer here. Epona still hangs out here, but she'll come wherever we call her now. And she's really excited about me taking out that sign. Yep. I understand, Epona. I do. So as 2 o'clock approaches, we're going to play the inverted Song of Time. And we'll talk about the reason for that in a minute. But I'm going to let it get as close as possible so it takes as little time. Actually, you know what? I'll let the scene trigger first and then I'll play it. Okay, it's almost time. You take care of things outside. She looks really sad. Whatever happens, do not let them get into the barn. They're going to come from behind the barn, too, she says. We're out of arrows. We have crates of them near the house. Well, I might have destroyed one of those. My bad. So you're like, okay. 2 in the morning, everything seems pretty good. And then 2:30 in the morning hits, and this all goes to crap. That was a terrible shot. I need to get better. Now you'll notice on the map, in the bottom there, there's little white dots everywhere. That's kind of helping us out. It's showing us, okay, here's where they're approaching from. No, well, we do want to do that, though. Hold on. I forgot about my promise. So we're basically trying to hold out here, protect the barn until sunrise. Playing the inverted Song of Time slows down time. I'm sure that seems counterintuitive. In a way, it is. But the more important thing it's going to do for us is it's going to slow down the ghosts / aliens / whatever this is. Long distance shot? You have to admit, it would have been kind of cool. Anyways, the dog kind of helps us out. He goes around and he starts kind of barking at whatever one is pretty much the closest. Doesn't always ring true, but it usually does. These guys also drop arrows, so if we start to get low, we can start to kind of harvest their bodies. Whoops. We kind of want to walk this fine line between, killing a bunch of them, but not killing them too quickly. Because all they do is respawn anyways. So we're not going to be firing super long distance shots across the map, even though it might be pretty cool. Let's see, down to 15. Yeah, we'll hold out for a little bit longer before we pick up any arrow drops. You'll notice they're moving super slow now. And that's to our advantage. Key here is we just got to keep killing them until sunrise, which I think is either 5:30 or 6, I forget which. Well, it's 3:30. We've been doing it for about an hour of game time. Nothing really close so far. This guy back here is the tricky one. This is the one that she was kind of warning you about. They come from behind the barn. If you're spreading your focus too thin, or if you haven't slowed down time, or any other potential roadblocks, that guy can get you in a hurry. And he'll break your heart every time. They're coming from everywhere. I was tempted to try and show off like what happens if you fail, but we've seen the end result of it, and I don't know if the scene is that worth it. You'll notice what happened over here, by the way. They're just too invincible to swords. The bunny hood is also nice in this. It lets us get around more quickly. We could ride around an Epona like we did in the training thing, but Epona is somewhat unreliable. Sometimes you get caught going the wrong direction, or you accidentally boost in the wrong way, or you don't have the full range of motion that you might otherwise have walking around. So that's why we're not on Epona. It is like more thematically cool to ride around and murder these things on horseback, but to play it safe, we're going to go ahead and kill these the traditional way. The dog is very helpful to kind of reminding us about this one back here. I keep killing him and he keeps respawning. That's fine. Look, there he is. Kill him again. Kill him again. And that's why, especially in slow motion, this doesn't have a whole lot of point. I'm going to stand up on this box and start picking them off. Well, of course, we kill that one, and he pops up right back over there, so, you know. Similar problem, which is why we're not trying so hard to run around the outsides and shoot them. They'll just come back. This guy's getting a little close, though. Nope. We're about 2 hours in now, 4:30. As you can see, though, it's going to take a pretty significant mishap on our part to mess this up. I'm almost tempted to speed time up again, but looking better to do that at the beginning, and then slow it down as we got to the end to make sure there were no mishaps. Look at this guy over here. Thinks he's going to make it. You can't win. You can't win. And you over there? You can't win either. And he's just going to show up again. But it makes me feel better. And ultimately, I am playing this for myself. So as long as I feel better, I think we're in good shape. This guy's been traveling for a while. Let's put him out of his misery. Start him over. These guys, too. Well, you know, unless I miss. And the dog is barking because, once again, this guy is trying to sneak up from behind the barn. He has the shortest path to travel of any of them. So we'll go ahead and put him down. Reset him a little bit. And notice the sky's getting brighter, though, as we approach 5 a.m. The dog thinks this one is closest, huh? You got it, dog. Get this guy over the fence. Boom. Since we're ahead of the curve here, let's go collect some arrows. All the arrows. I probably didn't need to cut all those down in retrospect, but you know what? It felt great. Put that guy down right quick. None of the other ones are really going to be that close, but It's okay. We're going to keep putting them down just to be safe. We said we were going to do a job, and by God, we're going to do it. And we did it. Apparently aliens die against the sun, which is almost as bad as aliens die into water. Cows are giving thanks too. When you drink it, put your hand on your hip and take a big gulp. And her head is framed in the bottle behind it. It's kind of funny. We got a milk bottle. We care more about the bottle than the milk part. The free milk is cool too. You helped the ranch grow and saved the cows. We sure did. Alright, so now we need to speed up time again. We're basically committing our 3-day cycle to doing stuff at the ranch. Especially the first 2 days where we had to get in with the powder keg. We're going to try and take care of everything we can do here. With one exception, which is we're not going to go bet on the dog racing. There's a piece of heart in it. I don't care. Plus, there's an easier way to get that piece of heart later anyways. So we're not going to let chance decide it. If we want to get that piece of heart later, we'll do it with raw skill. 6 a.m. they're open. So we're kind of just killing time until 6 a.m. But you'll notice the screen's doing that thing again because we're about to embark on the second day. Let's just go stand by the door. Feel better about ourselves as we wait for imminent death. And... in we go. Man, we run like a champion. Well, except the end of the wall. That's probably not what champions do. But besides that, I forget if she's in here. Looks like she's not in here. She must be in the barn then. Right? Not hiding anywhere down here. Nobody hiding. Okay. The moon's a little bit closer now that we start the second day, you'll notice. Epona still won't shut up. There we are. So we haven't really talked to her yet. But here's the older Vermani. Yes, sister. Alright, so I'm going to do a quick save state here, just because I don't remember how this works. There's this nagging, lingering doubt in the back of my head about this. We're going to be skipping to exactly 6 p.m., so either this works perfectly, and we can just start this little side quest, or we're going to slightly miss it because we're going to be outside when we have to do this. I think we'll be fine, but I wanted to make sure we didn't waste this entire 3-day cycle. We'll charge right back in there at 6 o'clock. Now, unlike the bottle one that we just did with the aliens, which I guess you could argue we didn't have to do, but we certainly wanted to for reasons you'll see soon, this one we don't really need to do at all, but I'm doing it because we're here, and we're spending the cycle on this anyways. It's just not in here. Is the wagon outside? There's the wagon. Thanks, camera angle. Good evening. She's going to town, and we're going to ride along. It's the fastest way to get back to Clocktown, besides the Song of Soaring, which makes me sick anyways. She's kind of lonely. She welcomes company. And she's cute, too, so we kind of have a win-win going here. As I jut up and down in the wagon like an idiot. She's trying her best to take care of the ranch, but things are tough. Cows are bothered and frazzled, and who can blame them because aliens. Yeah, that happened. She wasn't really practicing very well because she kept shooting an empty bow. Yeah, the moon is getting bigger. Your instincts are correct. It's awful. Oh, I learned a bit about this side quest too. Andrew's wedding's tomorrow. Of course, tomorrow's also the day the moon drops, so yeah. Anyways, peaceful ride, having a nice chat. Tingle's up in the air doing his thing. We can Z-target. Not at this moment, we're in a cutscene, but Tattle's reminding us this right here is Z-targetable. Her eye is kind of narrow. The road's blocked off and it's not supposed to be. And she knows what this means. Papa didn't raise no fool. Oh, the horse just appeared. Graphics. The guy on the sign looks familiar. This is ugly country. We blew up the boulder, so that was cool. We stopped suddenly for I don't know what reason, but she's gonna try and hightail. If any pursuers in red come from behind, chase them off with your arrows. I do understand. I certainly don't need to explain it again. Well, as soon as she said it, here comes the bandits. Now, we can shoot them indefinitely, as you saw. Doesn't really do anything until they wall and they charge, though. Oh, he hit us. It's kind of fun just to shoot them anyways, but it doesn't count till they wall. It's kind of frustrating that it doesn't do anything to them. Whoa! No. Oh, I shot that guy after the wall. He still didn't care. Alright, made it around this makeshift fence safely. They did manage to break one because the timing was kind of weird, but they were pretty cool. Alright, this gives us access to the milk bar, which we were normally supposed to be a grown-up for. But, as she says, it's proof of membership. I acknowledge as being an adult. Alright, so our business at the ranch is pretty much concluded. Now the question is, what do we want to do with the final part of our last day and change?